Hello everyone. So two paper combination has been launched by IIT Kanpur. So in this session, I'm going to talk about which one is going to be the best combination for electronics and communication aspirant, okay, who are aspiring for GATE 2023 and who are preparing for GATE 2023. Uh, you have to watch this session till the end. You will get to know that why I'm emphasizing on particular combinations, right? Because in your mind or from where you always consume passive content, right, from different YouTube channels, so you will be always misled or you can say the misguided, right? So I will be talking according to the present scenario or according to the demand of the market, okay? Because don't don't go by trend that which people have been following since many years, like 10 to 20 years, right? Always live at the present because the future is completely dynamic. Your day to day living is completely dynamic. Every day the nature is changing, right? You have to choose the combination which is going to make impact in your life and which will force you to prepare for dynamic future, right? So let's get into the slide here. So IIT Kanpur recently launched, two paper combinations. Okay. And as far as the electronics and communication engineering is concerned at present, okay. So as I got to see the statistics of last year GATE 202 GATE 2022 paper, so there was very less number of aspirant or candidate appeared in the GATE examination. If I compare way back data way back in 2013 or 2012 or 2014, okay, and 2015 in fact, right? Those days, from the electronics and communication, around lakhs of aspirant used to be appearing in the GATE examination. What was the reason behind that? See, in all the private colleges, okay, I'm talking about tier 3 or tier 2 colleges, right? uh, Many seats were there, number of seats were many in electronics and communication, and students were many, right? They used to okay, they used to attend the class. They used to take admission in electronics and communication and electrical engineering and and computer science, right? And mechanical and civil as well. But now, I don't. Because of less awareness, okay, because of least awareness, nobody's familiar, okay, nobody's familiar, so they are not taking admission in electronics and communication branch, right? Many of you are not taking admissions, right? That's the reason the density of candidate is decreasing day by day and number of applicants in paid examination, okay, which promotes you to go for higher studies or which help you to get into some public sector undertakings or which help you to get into some wonderful organization, of the country, such as BARC, help you to become a scientist, right? And ISRO, DRDO, where you become a scientist, right? So uh, so electronics and communication has always the boom, okay, in the market. You guys are not familiar with the real thing, okay? Because electronics plays an important role, okay, in fact before the computer science, understand? If electronics do not exist, then computer science will not be there, okay? What is the reason behind that? What is the reason behind that? Main reason is the semiconductor devices. If you don't have semiconductor devices, see, you guys are using mobile phones, right? But you guys are moving mobile phones, using mobile phone from the front. Never go back and check the back side of the mobile phone, right? You always are fascinated with the brands of a mobile phone, such as iPhones and OnePlus and different kind of mobiles are there, right? But you guys are not able to look back from the back, okay? You are not able to realize why that kind of what kind of features are introduced, okay, and who is contributing more to make the life simpler, right? You are able to capture wonderful selfie, you are able to capture wonderful scenes, and you are able to use laptops. Nowadays everything is available in your tip of the finger, right? If you want to use, if you want to make note, so you can have notepad or mobile. Okay, so many things are there nowadays. Many people are using good earphones. Okay, so who is contributing, okay, to all these things? So you are not familiar, right? You are directly thinking that only one branch is everything at present, right? That is computer science. Yeah. Computer science plays an important role as well. Okay. After electronics, computer science plays an important role as well to make your life smarter. Yes, definitely it is true. That's why I'm going to talk about the combination of gate paper, right? So let's talk about combination. Gate paper, okay, what I'm going to prefer or what I would suggest you to prefer, right? So see, these are the code of the first primary paper. I mean, from which branch you belong to, okay, from which branch you are pursuing your BTech or you have passed out BTech, okay, or you are working, okay. So you have to keep in mind the primary paper, okay, which is, if you are from electronics and communications, so you will have to appear for electronics and communication, right? Then only you can choose the second paper, right? And this is going to be the code for paper or allowed as per the second paper, right? Okay. So I'm not going to talk about these branches, okay, these branches. I'm just going to jump into electronics, electrical engineering, and computer science. Okay. So these are my favorite branch, right? So I'm not also going to talk about mechanical engineering or civil engineering. I will be only focusing on computer science, electronics, and electrical. So guys, at present, if I talk about the opportunities, okay, opportunities in the market, right? Because I'm also kind of a struggler, right? Since I started, you know, since I did my BTech and I started, mentoring gate aspirants, and I did also, meanwhile I studied many things. Okay, I have been improving the fundamentals. So I got to know that in the market only nowadays, okay, only two jobs are there. If you want to uh, work as a engineer or a scientist, okay, there are two jobs, only two jobs, and they are the high paying job I'm talking about, right? One job is in the area of VLSI design, or you can say the semiconductor field. Okay, semiconductor, they are readily available if you have some set of skills. Yes, semiconductor industries would take you directly, right? Irrespective of from where you belong to, from which college you belong to, right? Whether you are from tier 1, I mean tier 3, tier 2, but you should have kind of a skill, right? That is one important point which I want to highlight here. And the second one is computer science computer science area, okay. So there are many jobs, a job role in computer science. For electronics and communication people, there are many jobs nowadays. The trending and hot job is in the area of AI and machine learning. You can become a machine learning researcher, machine learning engineer, or applied scientist at different mang companies, right? So artificial intelligence and machine learning, or you can say you can make your career in deep learning as well. If you're not interested in VLSI, but you will have to write gate, you'll have to get good rank in gate examination, despite you will not go for semiconductor or kind of a. So these are the two important area, okay, nowadays everyone is fascinated about, right? So yeah. So if I talk about EC branch, okay, like we are from EC branch, so there are combinations. Second paper you can take like computer science, electrical engineering, instrumentation, and PH. Okay, so don't go for electrical engineering, don't go for instrumentation, right? Remember these points. If you are interested to do jobs in private industries, okay, if you want to make, if you want to enjoy technology, okay, if you want to contribute to the technology, real life technology, which is helping you to make your life simpler, right? Okay, if you are not mad about government jobs only, okay, if you're interested to work in technologies, okay, if you want to I mean work I mean if you don't want to restrict yourself to particular country, right? If if you want to work in India only, right? And if you are interested in government jobs, so okay, go for that. Okay, but if you want to explore entire world, right, then you will have to go for private industries, right? Okay, being an engineer, right? So if you are fascinated about contributing something to the technology, so go for computer science, I would say, right? Electronics plus computer science. Now you will say that, sir, I'm from electronics and communication. In my college, I haven't been gone through I haven't learned any coding or programming language. I am not familiar with computer science subject, anything, right? Yes. But if you will start, I mean, at least preparing for the computer science, you will get to know some C of computer science. Okay, the first letter of the computer science you will start learning what is computer, at least, right? Because at the end of the day, anywhere you go, whether you will go for government job, public sector, or go for any private industries, okay, be it software or hardware or semiconductor or computer science in area like software development, senior or AI, ML, data science, deep learning, okay, or you can say NLP researcher. So everywhere some sort of coding will be there, okay, some sort of programming you will have to use, some sort of computer will be there, okay, you will have to use computer, right? You cannot avoid computer science, okay? You cannot avoid computer. Uh, at present you are not able to avoid mobile phones, right? You are mad about using mobile phones and consume hell lot of data, okay, and get confused always, right? Unstructured data, in fact, okay? You always follow some of the tutor or mentor, right, who gives vague solutions. So if you're from electronics and communication, don't go for electrical engineering and instrumentation. What is the reason behind that? The instrumentation or electrical engineering, if you're from EC, I'm telling, there are subjects like machine, power system, power electronics. I know that nobody would prefer to go for machine or power system, power electronics, right? In the future, if you want, I mean, if you're from EC, don't go for this subject, right? Again, there is some, there is some, you can say some advantage associated with electrical engineering as well, right? See, if you're going for in future UPSC exam, right, such as IES, then go for electrical engineering and instrumentation. But what I'm sharing is what I want to recommend here is if you want to get into private industry, if you're passionate about company like Facebook, company like Microsoft, Google, and kind of a company, right? So what you have to do, you have to take the combination E plus CS. Despite you will fail in computer science 100%, but at least go for this, because there are some common subject with EC as well, such as computer organization, digital electronics, okay, engineering, mathematics, aptitude. But if you will go and at least see the syllabus, you will get to know that yes, what are the topics we need to understand or study, because they will be useful, in future, right? When you will go for AI, when you will go for machine learning, when you will go for all those, okay. So take this advantage, remember. So don't go for electrical engineering and instrumentation if you're from ECE, right? And if you're fascinated with the private jobs, right? Tech jobs I'm talking about, right? If you want to contribute your hand to the technologies, if you want to bring some new feature on iPhones, okay? If you want to bring some new feature into some laptops, right? Go for that. Already you are okay. Same. I mean. Already you are electronics and communication aspirant, and you are going for computer science, so the combination of the two will result huge. Combination of the two will result huge. That's one of the better combination, right? So Yes. And for electrical engineering, if you're from electrical engineering, I would suggest go for ECE and instrumentation, whatever, okay, because see, in ECE you will have to study communication system, okay. So for electrical engineering, if you are going for, if you want to make your career in VLSI, okay, if you want to make your career in machine learning or data science, right, or in computer science area, so go for electronics and communication, right, because here you will study about probability and stats. You will study about random variable and random process in detail. Understand? So for electrical engineering, I would say that go for, no, for electrical engineering, I would say that go for EC. If you want to make your career in VLSI or semiconductor industry, or you can say if you want to go for AI and ML, because here you will study about basics of semiconductors, fundamental and semiconductor devices, and you will also understand or study about analog circuit in detail, okay, circuits and digital electronics and everything, right? So you can go for VLSI and AI and ML if you want to. If you don't want to work in your core sectors such as I mean in power system or power electronics or machine kind of, okay. Understand? If you want to make your life more smarter, right? Somebody is from electrical engineering background, yes, they would suggest, yeah, machine is okay, everything is, yeah, great, everything. But after all, they are also using the electronics and some semiconductor devices, right? They're also using. We are also using some part of electrical engineering, no doubt. Okay, we are using fan, so there is some machine, okay, rotating, right? Everywhere we are using control system, all those things, yeah. But what I am saying here is, if you are interested in these kind of industries, semiconductor industry, go for electrical and EC. Don't go for instrumentation, right? Because in instrumentation there will be least portion of communication system. Okay, analog is okay. And in case of instrumentation, one advantage is there. If you're not good at electrical engineering and if you are having phobia in the mind that, okay, I cannot get good rank in electrical, what you can do, you can write the paper in instrumentation as well, because less number of students, so your rank will be higher, but score will be more or less same only, right? So make sure whatever you want, okay? You can write instrumentation. Electrical engineers can choose or instrument, because they don't have option available for computer science. But my opinion would be here, if you're from electronics and communication background, choose computer science. Force yourself to learn computer science. Okay? Force yourself to learn computer science, guys. Because at the end of the day you will be feeling very low, okay, if you don't know what is computer, how to use computer, okay, and how to write any, I mean, if you're not familiar with a different kind of a tool such as MATLAB, Cadence, if you will be working as an analog design engineer, right? Everything is okay, but tools you need to learn, okay? You have to make yourself familiar with the computers, right? At least. So in future, MATLAB, there are programming languages like Python, okay, which is very easy to learn now. C, C++, okay. So don't think that software jobs are not good. I mean, you might have been hearing this from different coaching industries, okay, coaching, what they say always is that the software jobs are not good, right? I mean, don't go for TCS, Infosys, or any kind of a company, okay? Go for PSU, go for this, that, right? What I would suggest here is you can see all IITians, in fact, who cracked JEE first rank, okay, they get into IITs and they go for some high paying jobs such as Microsoft, Google, Flipkart in India, okay, different companies. So keep this in mind, right? So choose what PC plus CS will help you. In fact, when you will go for AI or ML, can make your career in this area. This is high paying area, and semiconductor is obvious. industries, right? There are various companies such as Intel, Qualcomm, okay, AMD, Analog Devices, there are many companies. If you visit Bangalore, and do let me know, okay, we will visit all these companies as well. Many of my friends are working in these companies. In fact, I'm also now fascinated toward, making a transition from the teaching to the industries. Okay, because of now, lately I got to know that, okay, lately I got to see everything from the back. Earlier, I was also not familiar. I was also at the same state of you where you are at present. My suggestion would be go for computer science and electronics and communication. At least you will learn something. Okay, there are a lot of information is available now. Okay, so I am also going to bring some of the some of the courses on computer science on my YouTube channel. I will create one separate YouTube channel where computer science will be taught. So I will teach C programming. It will be completely related to the gate exam, okay, which will help you to crack question in gate. So you will find that the computer science is more easier than the electronics and communication, but electronics and communication is everything. Okay, you see all the subjects. So electronic devices, analog circuit, communication system, whatever nowadays you are, you are looking around, okay, all those devices, all those whatever you use today, smarter systems, right? Uh, that is all because of semiconductor, right? So we will meet the next session. This is one of the information I wanted to share. Two paper combination. If you're from electrical engineering, so go for EC or instrumentation based on your interest. And if you're from electrical engineering background, right, or you can say if you're from instrumentation, so go for EC or electrical. Don't go for ME or EC or electrical. If you're from instrumentation, go for EC or electrical. Let me sum up this session with writing here. This is your primary paper. Go for computer science. You have computer science, electrical engineering, or you can say instrumentation. Go for computer science, because that will start forcing you to learn some sort of computer science, right? Some part of the computer science, because at the end of the day it will make you smart. So by sitting at home you would be able to work, okay? And electrical engineering, that you guys can go for EC or instrument, and instrumentation guys can for electrical engineering. Instrumentation guys can also make their career in VLSI or data science or machine learning, AI, right? So I will talk about separately what is AI and machine learning. Okay, if you are from ECE, so where you will be at the edge. If you're from computer science, where you will be lacking in AI, right? So all those things I'm going to talk the next few. Thank you so much, guys. Best of luck for Gate 2023. Follow my YouTube channel where you will get all the solutions of PYQ and some of the subject also I'm going to start. And for the computer science aspirant, definitely some of the course I'm going to